Hello everyone, and welcome to my Catherine Princess Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The 75-year-old king visited Southport, England, in the afternoon of August 20th to express his sympathy to the families of those slain in the stabbing assault on July 29th. King Charles expressed his sympathy to the families and the community that were impacted by the three young girls' deaths on July 29th at a dancing lesson with a Taylor Swift theme. On August 20th, the 75-year-old king traveled to Southport to strengthen ties with the local community and meet some of the families impacted by the tragedy. When King Charles entered Southport's town hall to hold a private meeting with families and some of the children who attended the event the month before the attack, he waved to the onlookers. 3 hours prior, Buckingham Palace had advertised the visit, drawing large audiences who applauded him as he arrived. He first visited with the family impacted by the incident before spending time at the town hall with Southport locals. In memory of the victims, he also saw the flowers, balloons, plush animals, and other offerings. After the killings and the arrest of a young man, King Charles went to the Southport Community Fire Station to speak with community organizations and religious leaders who had been affected by the violence. The attack claimed the lives of 3 girls, Elsie Stankham, 7, B.B. King, 6, and Alice da Silva Aguiar, 9. People was informed by palace sources that on August 21st, King Charles will have a secret meeting in London with the families of the victims. 2 adults who interfered in the attack also suffered injuries, along with several more children. The alleged murderer of them is a teenage kid, who was 17 at the time. Following the arrest, riots and disturbances occurred in Southport, where the mosque was attacked, as well as other places throughout England. It appears that a large portion of these events were caused by incorrect information claiming the suspect was an immigrant. On July 30th, Merseyside police reported that during what they described as a disorder, over 50 officers were injured. The perpetrators of the incident tore down garden walls and threw bricks at police personnel and a nearby mosque. The perpetrators also set automobiles and garbage cans on fire and wrecked a convenience store. Steve Rotherham, the mayor of the Liverpool City region, and Councillor June Burns, the mayor of Sefton, led a delegation of local community members that King Charles spoke with during his engagement at the fire station on August 20th. Marion Atkinson, the leader of the Sefton Council, and Patrick Hurley, the MP for Sefton, were also present. Employees from the police, fire and rescue, and ambulance services in Merseyside also discussed their roles in reacting to the recent events and safeguarding the local population. One of the first individuals on the scene and one of the injured in the attack on July 29th, John Hayes, a 63-year-old businessman, told the BBC that King Charles's visit provided a lift for those who met him. "I had a great time meeting him." Hayes remarked that the monarch's decision to travel from Scotland for the expedition was very kind, and she found him to be quite engaging and easy to talk to. The day before, on August 19th, King Charles received an official welcome at Scotland's Balmoral Castle, where the royal family usually congregates throughout the summer. Taylor Swift, 34, expressed her sadness at the deaths on Instagram stories on July 30th. She wrote that she was just completely in shock. According to People, she extended an invitation to assault survivors to join her backstage for a magical night during one of her Eras tour stops in London. Swift also supposedly brought presents and bespoke balloons to the hospitalized victims after the tragedy. The King, Kate Middleton, and Prince William all released statements shortly after the incident expressing their shock and sadness. As parents, we cannot begin to imagine what the families, friends, and loved ones of those killed and injured in Southport today are going through. The 42-year-old Prince and Princess of Wales posted on social media. "We offer our condolences, best wishes, and prayers to everyone affected by this terrible and horrific assault." They continued, "Thank you also to the emergency responders who, despite being met with the most horrific scenes, demonstrated compassion and professionalism when your community needed you most." Are you a die-hard People Royals fan? Join our free Royals newsletter to receive the most recent information about Meghan Markle, Kate Middleton, and other topics. In a statement posted on social media, King Charles and Queen Camilla expressed their deep shock at learning about the utterly horrific incident and said, "We send our most heartfelt condolences, prayers, and deepest sympathies to the families and loved ones of those who have so tragically lost their lives, and to all those affected by this truly appalling attack." King Charles has a long history of uniting disparate cultures and faiths through the use of his office. The king has collaborated with Highton Mehta, the head of the British Asian Trust, who told people that the royal is a person who understands the United Kingdom and the diversity of this nation. He is also aware of the difficulties that individuals in the UK face. The 75-year-old king spoke with youngsters who had survived the horrifying stabbing that had occurred on July 29 and offered his ongoing support to the community, which was rocked. At a dancing lesson in the Merseyside town with a Taylor Swift theme, B.B. King, 6, Elsie Stankamp, 7 and 9-year-old Alice da Silva Aguiar were all slain. During the knife rampage, 2 adults and 8 children also suffered significant injuries. The 17-year-old Axel Muganwa Cabana is accused of 3 murders and 10 counts of attempted murder. Before pausing to greet the public, the monarch was spotted traversing a sea of tributes. Following his visit to the expansive memorial honoring the victims, King Charles went on a walkabout, greeting and thanking locals for their patience. A woman named June gave him 5 pink crocheted hearts and requested him to give them to Kate and Charlotte. "I will," he declared. The king patted the 8-year-old Max's head softly after the youngster offered him a small red silk heart he had fashioned himself. As the king gently made his way along the boundaries and accepted little gifts from the villagers who expressed their gratitude for his visit, the throng applauded and clapped. Since the attacks, the vibrant arrangement of plants, flowers and cuddly toys outside the town hall has remained intact. Volunteers in the community have been gathering the plush animals on a regular basis and redistributing them during the dry season. After that, the king was taken inside to meet the parents and kids who had witnessed the incident the previous month, and the family liaison officers who had been providing support to the impacted families. Along with some of the impacted parties, he also had a private discussion with the families of some of the surviving kids who were present at the Heart Space Community Center. Following the incident, a book of condolence was opened, and the king spent about 30 minutes with the survivors and their families. He wrote his name and the date in it using his own fountain pen and added the words "in deepest sympathy." He was then given the opportunity to meet a number of local company owners and volunteers who have given their time and resources to the community. Among them were a number of individuals who have been caring for the floral tributes, gathering the plush toys in the evenings and after rain, and pruning, arranging and watering the flowers. The king was also presented to Jenna and Anthony Johnson, the brother and sister owners of Treviso Ice Cream. Residents in the Sussex Road neighborhood, which is close to the mosque that was the focus of the rioting, were given free ice cream. "It was nice for the children whose homes had been destroyed and they didn't know why," Mr. Johnson remarked afterward. "It created an environment free from fear by bringing individuals outside to converse with one another." One young child claimed that she had only gone outside to get ice cream, not outside her home. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.